Can you hear me, Gotham?
I can hear you. I'm ready for Gotham's reckoning.
Yes, I am here. I am Suffolk.
I'm Necrothine.
And I am Mr. Floss.
Yes, we seem to have found these masks, and we are playing with them.
Yes, and we have lots of news.
Why are we talking like this? I suck at it.
Yeah, so maybe we should take these masks off. They're kind of annoying. So everyone, welcome to the podcast. I can't talk. Podcade podcast.
You got it.
Yes, episode 2. Record on April 3rd, 2015. As I said, I'm Surfer Dude.
I'm Necrothine.
Yes.
Isn't it April 4th?
It's like computer says April 3rd, and so is my phone. So I'm going to say April 3rd.
Hold on.
My internal clock is messed up.
Okay, it's April 3rd. Never mind.
It
is April 3rd.
My internal clock messed up as soon as I started waking up during the night and slept during the day.
Yeah, and that stupid time change. The
Time change?
Those
Yeah.
do not affect me.
Damn.
They never affect me.
It
No.
affects me for a little bit.
It only affects me that day.
Yeah, that one day.
Yeah.
But like I said, ever since my sleep cycle got really messed up, every day is like that. So every day is hard. I'm trying my stuff out. I guess this is fine. All right. So this is the podcast. We are talking about
Stuff.
We're going to talk about some games, maybe some little bit of movies, but mostly some gaming news because we record this every month or so, I guess.
Every month.
I mean, last time we had a guest. I think going forward, I'll try to get guests on here to join us and such, but for right now, we are guestless.
Guestless.
Yes, guestless. So what have you guys been up to? I haven't really talked to you too much. Let's start with Necro. What have you been up to?
Mostly a lot of work and just doing schoolwork as well.
Yeah.
It's been very, very, very busy at Starbucks.
Yeah.
So
Very.
yeah, very busy, of course.
I wanted to try buying that one birthday cake.
Oh, the birthday
thing.
cake frappuccino?
Completely forgot.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I wrote it down.
Yeah.
Well, you should
But
tell
it's
Siri.
too
I've
late
been
now.
using that all the time now.
Yeah, I know.
It's good.
I just forgot.
Yeah.
It's a phone that you always have, and it's a button press away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I just saw. Well, I mean, like it's still out. The Big Hero 6.
Oh, you actually saw that?
You saw it.
I saw it with my dad at the main place.
Cheap movies.
Yeah, the really cheap movies. It's a really good deal. I mean,
Yeah.
It's $2.
Yeah, $2.
It's $2.
I mean, that's
You can't say no.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I thought it was
the-
a very good movie.
The seats suck.
Seats
They
suck a
are
little
very
bit.
uncomfortable,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's $2.
To me, that's the breaking deal right there is the seats.
The seats?
Yeah, I kind of have to have a good seat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you only deal with it for like an hour and a half.
Me.
But I mean, as long as you have Coke slush and
Oh yeah.
popcorn,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
makes up for it.
I mean, if I want a crappy seat, I might as well just sit in my crappy computer chair at home.
yeah,
But you don't get all the sound system.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I
what
used
I
to
go.
have a sound system until
Yeah.
it fried.
That's right.
Well,
Oh,
the
right,
thing
that thing.
broke.
Yep.
oh yeah, that's right.
That's on my to-do list too.
I was very impressed by the movie. I thought the movie was funny and I had good like emotional scenes as well.
You know, it's a Marvel comic. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Is it?
I found
Yeah.
that out a couple
Oh,
months ago.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Well, it might have not started as a Marvel comic, but eventually got owned by Marvel.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Owned.
but
So-
have you guys seen the movie?
Yeah, I
I
saw it
have
when it first
not.
came out.
Oh, you saw it when it first came out.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's an anime movie, and I'm anime. What do you think?
oh yeah.
I have not.
Yeah.
I still need to.
You need to go see it.
I still know. I know. I will.
Yes.
I'm checking because it's just like
are you doing, Surfer?
the audio is like really loud for our headphones, and I'm like, it's never happened before, so I'm like concerned that we are blasting our audio, and I should probably just check the box.
I see you use the dark as your ally.
Yeah, we're good.
As for me, I've been on this app called Anime Amino.
Anime Amiibo.
Amino.
Amino.
I
know.
did see you post something on Facebook about that.
Yeah, we're talking about something.
Yeah.
It's like
What was it?
more than Facebook. You use it.
No, the way I put it is like Anime Amino is better than Facebook. Like for me, at least, for preference.
Well, yeah, you're the anime guy,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
think
yeah.
so.
Yeah, it's almost like Facebook, but a little funner.
Funner.
Funner. Yeah, like it's a mix between Facebook and Instagram. Like there's tons of pictures, and
Okay.
you can make blogs, polls,
Yeah.
make friends.
So-
There's chat rooms.
So it's kind of like a glorified forum system.
Yes.
Okay.
hmm
That's pretty much every.
I've been on that.
That's pretty much every social network now. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's a glorified Facebook is a glorified forum system as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I think MySpace is still in business.
But your grandma is on Facebook. That's the only difference.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I've also I actually read a manga, or been reading a manga.
Yeah,
Nice.
I would think manga would be a good thing for you because it's like a
Yeah.
comic book, but it's anime. Which is, I mean, like we were talking about Sword Art Online, like the manga is like in terms of seasons, it's like on the 6th season or something, and we just are on the second
Season
season.
2. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it
that's
goes-
actually why I want to just know ahead.
I mean, we used to know a friend back in high school, and that's all he read was
Yep, I remember him.
manga. I mean,
We used to
the
call
only
him.
thing you gotta
We used to
get-
call him Roadkill.
Oh, him.
yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So which book are you reading, or like which comic?
You wouldn't know. You and I told you, and I cannot remember either.
You know.
I can't pronounce half the things in anime. Anyway.
Yeah, I know, but it's 177 chapters long.
Well, why don't you just tell for the viewers what it is? Maybe they know.
No, I don't want to tell it.
Okay. It's questionable.
It's questionable.
Okay.
It's an ecchi borderline hentai,
Okay.
but it has a good plot. Okay,
Okay.
it has a good
All I heard was
plot.
hentai.
But
I heard pornos have a good plot too.
no, it's different. So I stayed up yesterday until like maybe 3 or 4 in the morning
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
reading it. So I got like maybe not even 2 hours of sleep, and I went to work.
Yeah.
And I'm wide awake.
Was
Look
it
at me.
worth it?
It was worth it. It was worth it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And since right now I don't have internet, I can't really watch anime because
Oh yeah.
it's gonna take away all
Still
my
have-
data.
Oh man.
So
Yeah.
that's just pictures and reading. So
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing.
So are you planning on getting like internet back soon, or you
I just need to call.
just the call?
It's just like a simple switch they have to flick on their end. It takes.
No, because I think I broke the router. So,
Oh.
but I can't tell them I broke the router because my dogs peed on it.
I thought it just got hot.
No,
Okay.
no.
So
I think they fried it. So I need to tell them, hey, something's wrong with my internet. Can you please come check it?
I
And
learned.
they're gonna do all the troubleshooting over the phone, and then they're gonna say, okay, we have to send someone to check it.
Mhm.
They're gonna send someone, and I have a little Mickey Mouse with the wires because I don't really have the connection to screw it on the
Yeah.
coaxial cable.
Mhm.
So I just stuck it in and taped it. So they're gonna be like, so that's probably your problem, but I know that is not the problem, but I can't say that.
So that's probably why whenever you host a game, it sucks.
Well, no, because it's just the cable that connects, and then the thing
Yeah.
that secures it is what's not there. But I
Mm.
secured it with the black tape, the electric tape,
Okay. Gaffer tape is what it's called in the film.
that kind of tape.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I would. Ever since I got a pet, that was like the first thing I learned is anything remotely valuable, you just put away.
Yeah,
Pets and
yeah.
kids, you just anything valuable, just put away. It doesn't matter if they're gonna never touch it or anything. If they find a way, they'll mess it up.
will.
They
Oh
will.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
like my mom babysits like little kids,
Mhm.
Yeah.
2 of them,
Uh-huh.
and one of them learned how to turn on my Xbox 360. And it's like maybe, I don't know, 4 feet from the floor on a little counted thing.
Uh-huh.
So she always turns it on. That's funny, but not
Wait
funny.
until she learns how to buy things.
I know.
You got a big
Oh,
fat
God.
bill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
So no games.
Well,
Well, you don't have internet, but you
Ori.
yeah.
I played Ori a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk
That wasn't like last week, though. That was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Like when it came out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, kind of.
You had it when you could download it before it fried.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't played any games. The only game I played was like the mobile game, the Sims Builder thing.
You're still on that?
Yeah, like I'm still on that. But like,
Tiny
I only
Towers?
play it when I'm at work. No, it's not. I mean, yes, it is kind of like it, but you're just basically like operating a city, and you're building up, you're upgrading your buildings, you're putting fire stations in, police stations. All
SimCity,
that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much.
Sims.
SimCity. It's
So-
probably is a port of like the first SimCity.
Yeah,
Could be, yeah.
pretty much. But it's actually been pretty fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How is it fun, though? What's
I don't
fun
know,
about
it's
it?
Just,
Well, have you ever played like a sim
No.
planner thing? We'll play one. It's fun to manage.
Yeah.
If you like to manage stuff, you kind of will like
But
that.
like my citizens are really pissed off at me right now because
Well, we were going to talk about doing
Really?
that one
which one?
medieval city builder.
Oh, there's a medieval one.
Yeah, we talked about it. And I showed you, and you're like, okay, yeah, we'll do. You'll do a solo play of that, and
Oh,
then,
jeez.
then we never did it.
I never remember that.
Yeah, you don't remember a lot. You too. Well, especially you.
We're good at that, huh?
Yeah. I remember everything
I'm a master.
until I don't need to,
Uh-huh.
or until it's convenient.
Because I'm dealing with so much other stuff.
Yeah, it's called life.
Yes.
What
No,
about you, Surfer?
you have no idea how long I've been busy. Well, between running Podcade Productions, Podcade.com, check it out now. I've been trying to find crew to kind of help build up the company.
Yes.
So I can see daylight again.
Yes.
Because I like daylight. Daylight's good. So that's been interesting.
Yeah, you don't even have windows, huh?
Well, I have to.
He has one, but
I have
it's-
one.
yeah.
I don't think that counts.
It's one inside of the alleyway, so I get
But, like,
sunlight
he always
like
has his
for like
blinds on.
30 minutes. I have sunlight, and then after that, no. And then,
Maybe
you
that's
ever,
why
like,
your
open
sleep is
your-
messed up.
Yeah.
well,
Do
yeah.
you ever like open your blinds, or you just keep them?
Well, since it's right next to a walkway, I try not to because
Mm-hmm.
someone's like walking.
it's-
Ooh, what are you doing there?
yeah, especially when my computer's like right there, everyone can just like see me type into my bank account and other stuff, and yeah. So yeah, that's been really interesting because for like, well, we've been doing this for 3 years, and then for the last year, not publicly, we've been working on the Podcade, getting it up to
Right.
snuff and such, getting accounts and such. And then for that, since February, we launched it, and then I've been managing it. But then, like a few months before that, I was building everything. And that was crazy. So I'm now going from managing and building everything to giving it to people, and then it magically appears, and then I don't have to do anything. That's like a strange feeling that I don't have to do that much. Like it's like if you're like your job or something, you're doing it every day, and then all of a sudden you have
don't do it.
No, you just have like nothing to do now because other people are doing it. You're just managing people and
Yeah.
not managing a website or anything. It's hard to explain, but it's just really out of world.
You'll get there soon. You'll get there.
It's getting there. I mean, we might. Well, I know we're gonna at least get one, maybe two. I'm not. It's knock on wood. I don't want to jinx anything, but we might get more people to do some Let's Plays with us, so it's not just the three of us. I do need a bigger mixer and a bigger room before we get to there.
Oh God.
Because I can only have one extra spot because
Yeah.
we can only
Could you
play.
imagine 3 more people in this room?
We have to get rid of some stuff. We might have to, take away my bedroom
Yeah.
part of the room. I
It'll be like
have a
80
small
down.
corner for people that don't know. I just have a small corner that has my bed and some drawers, and that's it. Everything else is office space. My home decor is office cubicles. It's from the Office Depot. They're a good designer.
Yeah.
They have Fashion Week. So I've been doing that, but I've been also been signing up for other student films and stuff, to kind of mingle with our film students and stuff to try to get them in here. I mean, I'm helping them out, but also at the same time I'm scouting
Yeah.
secretly. So that's been interesting, and I did not. I was pretty busy before, and then somehow I got even busier ever since I did that, which is surprisingly.
Are you getting any sleep?
I don't know. What day is it?
don't
It's day 30.
Oh God.
But yeah. So let's see. So it's spring break, and everyone's been planning their film shoots and stuff to do during spring break because no school or anything.
Right. I
So
remember you talking about that. Yeah.
yeah. So let's see. The first one I did was a Western shoot,
Oh.
which was interesting.
Okay.
What's that? Wait, what? What did I
Cowboy
miss?
Western. Pow pow.
What about it?
It's a Western student film.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where did you? Where did he or she film it?
It was in film. The city was called Landers. On
Okay.
Google Maps, it is about 5 miles away from a road.
Okay.
So
Oh.
middle of nowhere.
Okay.
I got there. There is no cell reception. That's how far you go out there.
Oh damn.
That was hell.
That comes in a factor later on. So yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's just I took a lot of photos and videos. I might put that up during this video on YouTube. So
Is it a ghost town? Or
It's based. Have you ever been to Tombstone, Arizona?
I have not been there, but like I know of it.
Yeah, it's like a tourist attraction kind of thing.
Okay.
This one's a little bit more lower key. I mean, I think it's mainly built for this in mind film students. You know, people that want to shoot a western or something. It's like a set. It's fully furnished and like indoors, outdoors. It's like
wow.
It's like a western town made
Nice.
from like original. But yeah, there's like nothing around it. The eeriest thing is if I was like seeing it, like everyone's filming like in a shack far away outside of town.
Yeah.
And I was in the middle of like the main road.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but anyway, let's just call it the main road. And I was standing there, and I was all alone, and I was listening, and all I heard was wind. Yeah. And that's it. There was no cars, there was no power lines, there was no helicopters, nothing. That's creepy. It's just like if you were by yourself in the middle of nowhere, that's what you hear. You hear nothing but your heartbeat.
Now, is it haunted?
They claim it, quote unquote.
We should go there.
I mean, so what they did was, I guess it was, I think Sunday.
Sunday, okay.
Yeah. So, but they got out there. They left 1 a.m. the night before, and then camped out there. So they were there they left Saturday night, went out there for Sunday, all day Sunday, filmed all day Monday, and then I don't know if they stayed another day but they left sometime. Basically, they were there from dawn to dusk, multiple days.
Did you stay or
no?
Oh, yeah.
I was just there. I was an extra.
Oh, okay.
I was just a townsfolk, walking around. So it's not a ghost town. Yeah. It's more than just like lead actors. So that was what I did. I had to. He came. He was looking for extras, and I'm like, okay, I'll be an extra. And I thought it was just like a little thing out here or something.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like a whole western.
Oh yeah, he had a whole thing planned.
Yeah. I mean, he did like.
Did you have to dress up?
Yeah, I did have.
Nice.
So I did. What I had to do was go find, pants, shirt, a cowboy hat, and boots.
Yeah.
I didn't have a hat, surprisingly.
I actually have like a duster, like if you ever want to borrow that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just have to remember if it's in my closet.
Yeah, I mean, well, it was fine for what I had. I had a plaid shirt already, and then I had to go find some, like something like khakis, but not khakis.
Yeah.
Not dress pants.
Right.
So I went to a thrift store and found like a really, really baggy thing. Like it was like it's pants that would be too large for you two.
Oh.
It's
that big.
Yeah. So I mean, it fit with the thing because it, cowboys, they dress bulky and. So it fit. I mean, it looked a little odd, but it was right.
Did you take pictures?
Yeah, I did.
Did you almost die of heat stroke because you were wearing that? Or
no, it got hot, but I was mostly in the shade and had water and stuff. They made sure to have water.
That's
because,
good.
If there was an emergency, I mean, it was a 2.5 drive from here, so the local hospital was probably 30 minutes away. Right. So you don't want to get hurt and injured out there.
Nope.
No.
But there's probably snakes there.
Oh yeah, there's lots of stuff out there. It's in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, snakes and chupacabras and.
That might be Mexico, but I don't know about there.
Well, I guess like chupacabras could be like
But yeah, I found a hat. It's actually up there. You can see it.
Yes, I know that hat.
Yeah, it's just basically cloth hat. It's right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, it's just a cloth hat.
Do you wear each hat or a different hat every day? Like I've never really noticed.
I try mixing it up, but recently I've just been too tired that I just picked the same hat over and over again.
The one that's closest.
Yeah, the closest one.
I don't blame you, man. I wear the same hat all the time. So.
Well, yeah, I could tell. It's the same hat I've known you since high school.
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yes. You could tell by the logo. It's kind of like worn, very worn.
The logo's done. It's just.
You need to get a new hat. We should get a Podcade hat.
Then everyone can see a giant token on your hat.
Yeah.
His birthday is in 2 weeks.
Ooh, can we do the Podcade? Just stick it on there?
In theory, yes.
Sew it on there or something?
Yeah.
Well, no.
Patch it?
Well, yeah, I would just go find...
I would like a Podcade hat, please.
Okay, I'll put it on the do list. So...
I would not get one. I don't wear hats.
Yeah.
So.
I do wear hats.
I mean, the thing on the do list is getting Podcade t-shirts.
Yeah.
So that is on
I'll
the
get a t-shirt? Yeah.
Well, everyone's getting a t-shirt. It's mandatory. You have to have a t-shirt. You don't have to wear it all the time like a uniform, but you have to have a t-shirt available for you.
I wear so many hats that I feel naked without a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get away from hats, not wear it all the time, make it special,
Yeah.
because I
Well, like during like special parties, like I.
and plus you can't really wear it with headphones anyway.
But
So
I'm
it's
kind of
like,
like scratching, like I need drugs or something because there's no hat on my head.
yeah. Me.
Feel naked?
So what was I talking about? So yeah, we did a film shoot. It was like pretty cool. I checked videos and stuff. They got some rodeo guys to come in, so they had like professional lasso guys and
Oh, nice.
actual
Where did they get the budget for this?
Well, they did Indiegogo, so they got some budget, but
okay.
I worked for free.
Oh.
Well, I met a few actors. One of them knew an animator, so we'll talk to him later
okay.
on.
Cool,
but,
cool.
So I got my fill. Man,
Networking.
yeah, networking. So let's see. Yeah, there was like some makeup people. There was they were pretty.
Naked people, or you say makeup people?
I heard.
Makeup.
I heard naked people
I
too.
heard naked people too.
Like it
Makeup.
was that hot.
Makeup people. Makeup. They did.
Like a God of War segment thing.
Sure. It was called hanging.
Hanging what? Oh.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Continue.
Okay. Anyway, so they did pretty good. They had to like mainly got like a injury, and they did a pretty good job with that. They made everyone, all the cowboys and stuff, look really dirty. So it looks like dirt, but it's not really dirt. So they did a pretty good job. I have to give them credit for that.
Is it like a charcoal type of thing or something like that?
It was like ground up mascara, like that's black or something, and then they just like
Just kind of polished it on.
Yeah. They did some. They added a little bit of something else I didn't really know, but then they
Nice.
also, some of the cowboys had to put something on their teeth that made them
the
like
fake teeth, yeah.
Well, no, it just looked like the one tooth was like really rotten or
Yeah.
something. So
Huh.
it was pretty nasty. But I didn't have a speaking role. I just walked out of the saloon and ran back in because the enemies were coming, or the bad guys were coming, and that's
Enemies are coming.
But that was it. That was my big thing.
Nice.
And then I was they'll show me like when they hang. I'm like people that's watching the hanging.
Yeah.
But that's it.
You were in the crowd.
Yeah, that was the crowd. I was in the front.
Very
Nice.
And then were you gonna save them like in the Assassin's Creed?
Maybe. I mean, he hangs, but yeah, it was a town of 8 people.
No, nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't have that many extras. I mean,
Huh.
well, actually, I was like the only legit extra. There was like the husband of the ranch owner was he was in one of the scenes, but he wasn't at the end. And then the rest of them, they got the makeup people, the grips, and whoever wasn't on
Threw
camera.
them in there too.
Yeah, there was a few women, a few girls there.
A few naked people.
Yeah, if you I was just gonna say that. You and I are on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Podcade Production is all about maturity. Okay. So anyway, so then they also had meals and stuff. So because we're there for so long, but so yeah, they were cooking up dinner, and it was pretty nice, and it was really cool at night too. Because there was no lights, there's no power. Well, there is some power.
Oh, can you see the stars click very clearly?
Very clearly.
That's cool.
I turned off my flashlight on my phone and looked up, and it was like you could not count the stars. There was just that many.
Wow.
Yeah. And you could see everything because of the moonlight.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was really.
There's too much light pollution over here.
There is. Yeah.
Well, it's called the city.
I know.
Don't get me wrong.
I should know that because
I
I
like
play
camping,
Sims.
but only when I have the urge for it. And right now, I don't have the urge for it. I like being city-wise.
You like being safe.
No, I
yeah.
like being connected to the internet and do stuff. Like make a website. That kind of stuff.
Right.
Like I remember like a couple years
Podcasts.
ago when I went to like Yosemite with my dad, like I saw like the whole galaxy, all in the sky.
Yeah, when you really get out there, like
Yeah.
there's this one
It's really cool.
when you like I was in astronomy class and they showed like pictures of like the Milky Way and such, and it gets
Yeah.
pretty weird.
You're like, this is what's up there. Where is it? I don't see it. We're in the city. That's
Yeah, you see a star and it turns out to be a helicopter.
Yeah.
But yeah, during the dinner, I'm like, my phone was dying, so I charged my phone in my car. So, and yeah, the only light was in the kitchen because they had like a little picnic area. But yeah, that was the only light in the whole area, and it was pretty dark. But
yeah.
so
So
I
I
went
bet it was fun, right? At
yeah, it
least.
was fun. But yeah,
Was it a kitchen?
well, it's like had a fridge and a sink, and there was a barbecue.
That makes it a kitchen.
Sure.
Oh, so like it was built like in the town.
It was off to the side of the town, so there was like it was on the edges of town.
Okay.
You know where you park, it's there, and then you
Okay.
walk a little bit, and then there's a dirt road in the middle of town.
That's good.
I'll show you the pictures later.
Yeah. Sure.
I also took some videos and such, but yeah.
Go ahead, continue.
Anyway, so I went to go get my phone, and as it was there, I'm like, there's a lot of sand kicking around. Let me blow my nose. So I put the keys in my lap, and, blow my nose, get out of the car, go eat dinner, come back. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go get a few business cards, to hand out because I was starting to run out. So I go back in, open the door. Door's locked.
Oh.
I look inside. Keys are on the seat. I'm in the middle of nowhere.
okay.
It's pitch black. There's no lights. I don't have cell reception.
Your phone's in there.
No, my phone's outside.
Oh, okay.
I got that before.
Okay.
Okay.
I originally could get my phone, but then I said, let me blow my nose. So, luckily, the director has like the super phone or something because apparently he has 2 bars, but he has data roaming or something charges. Every time I tried making a call, the charges, the little thing popped up, and I said, okay.
Jeez.
So
how did you get? Yeah.
I had AAA. I called them, and they said that there's a third-party mechanic shop that they lease out, their services to, and so he was about an hour away. So about an hour, he drives in, with a big, huge truck thing, making a lot of noise. Everyone's kind of looking at me. I go run over, and he opens it up pretty quickly. It was I was a little bit weird because, as you guys know, my doors aren't the best and they're kind of fidgety. So I was kind of waiting for like him to break a window or bust the lock even more.
Your lock's broken.
Well, my driver door is actually the last lock.
One of you has the key.
Okay. So yeah, eventually I get my keys unlocked because I was just gonna they had dinner ready like 8 or 7 or like 6. It was like sunrise. So I was gonna eat dinner and then take off. I didn't leave until like 9 or 10. So and I got there at noon. Let's just say.
I don't need a flashlight. I was born in the dark.
Right.
Oh boy. Okay, and so yeah, I eventually got there, and then I got home about like midnight because it's about 2-hour drive, and I was dead tired. So and then that's pretty much it. And then I've been meeting people and such, having like interviews and such to kind of explain like what 101, what we do and what our plan is and such. Yeah. And because I went to like a mixer before that. Also, like a mixer to like meet the theater actors and other film students. It's just like it's a party that serves free pizza and such.
Nice.
I like free pizza and such.
Yeah, I like free pizza.
Yeah, most people went there just for free pizza.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went there and handed like 50 business cards out and stuff. So
nice.
We shall see how many respond back. I got a few jobs right now, but that's because of midterms and spring break. A lot of people are elsewhere, being intoxicated and such.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Going to Florida.
and something like that. Yeah, I went and did that. But also right after that, there was who was the cinematographer for the Titanic movie? Anyway.
Well, I know who the director was. It was James Cameron, but you dropped my papers.
Yeah, don't put your papers there. This is my laptop, not your filing system.
I found it. Russell Carpenter?
Yeah, it was it. Yeah, so Russell Carpenter.
Russell Carpenter.
Russell Carpenter.
Sure.
He met. Sure. So he came and did a lecture, and he's like a Oscar-winning person. He's pretty up there.
Right. And
he kind of gave a big lecture of like what he'd been up to in his lessons and such, and kind of what he's been doing. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So and then also let's see, what else did I do?
Was that at?
That was at our college.
Oh, Washington College. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently he was friends with one of the people and stuff.
Very nice.
There was an odd story, but I won't tell it on here because it's a little bit creepy or odd. But
You're gonna have to say
creepy?
it
How creepy?
No, it happened by
Give us
accident.
a taste.
No, I'll tell you later.
Sexually creepy or just creepy?
Creepy,
or
creepy.
No,
or...
it was just like, okay, I don't want to be that guy. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll tell you later.
Too much.
No, I'll just tell you later. Like once we stop recording. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Stop recording.
No.
Tell us.
No. So then I interviewed people and such, and then let's see. Last night, or yesterday, we went and had like a field trip with the film club at college. Like we went to Red Camera Studios.
Red camera. Okay.
Do you know what Red Camera is, Lise? Or Mr. Fluffs?
Nope.
I know what a red camera is, but there's.
It's basically the camera that Hollywood uses.
It's that really small type of camera, or the.
Well, yeah, that's the consumer version. Or
Okay.
you can get a very small, like GoPro camera kind of thing. But they also make, like it's basically they're known for having a modular camera. So you have like a capture box, and then you to make it like 8K or something, you put a bunch of sensors on the front of it, and then put your lens on. If
Does
you
it
want
have like a bunch of like frames per second, or
it's what you use for Hollywood. So anything
was like
it goes up to like 6K.
Okay.
And they're gonna have 8K in like a few months or so.
Yeah.
So it's up there. Let's just say it's better than our iPhones or our cameras that we use.
Right.
But it was like they have the actual studio and stuff. But there was a lot of stuff going on, more than they originally planned. So we couldn't really see much. We saw like the outside of the buildings and then saw the lobby, and that's about it.
Very nice.
No, originally we were supposed to go inside like a studio and see like what a sound stage looks like, close up and such, but we didn't really get to see much, which is unfortunate. But there was like Brad Pitt's office is there, so we might have seen him. There's a lot of celebrities that go in and out and such, but as we were walking out and such, we didn't really see much.
Wow.
So his like technique is let's like talk, to a wall, and like everyone is like in front of him, and so we could see maybe a celebrity will walk behind him, kind of thing, like that's because you couldn't take pictures, because if you actually whipped up your phone and took a picture, the guy giving the tour loses his job. That's how serious it is.
Oh, okay. Plus you will get jumped by like 20 bodyguards or something.
Sure, let's say that.
Okay. Big black bodyguards, very muscled bodyguards.
Like that guy from like the ADT commercial. Don't even try it.
Okay.
That guy was scary.
Oh yeah, did you see like that Pepsi Max commercial or something?
Pepsi Max.
It was an interview.
No.
It was pretty fun. It's basically like a guy walked into an interview, and then he starts screaming and like
yes.
He banged his head against the wall, and
and
ripped up
his head in the fish
rips off
tank,
his chair, and then tosses himself out the door. It looks like the guy interviewing and beat him up or something.
Yes.
And everyone there was like 20 people outside, and then everyone left except for the one guy, which is his friend. Mm-hmm. So basically he staged like really aggressive thing just so the guy could get a job.
And he comes out, he goes, "Hey, did you get the job?"
Dust some Pepsi Max. Pepsi Max.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, I'll show you later.
Okay.
So yeah, there was that. But after the Red Studios, the Red Studios tour, it was cool and stuff. And then I met the guy, and we can. They have like an educational program. They take great cameras that are used, fix them up a little bit, and then sell them to like film students for like a really good discount.
That's really good.
Like it starts at like 20,000.
Oh,
that's not good.
No.
No, it's good for a company.
Well, like it's good for a company, but for a starting out film student, no.
I mean, no. we can't even buy a third chair.
Yeah,
that's true. Well, I told him, right now we're just starting up. We don't need a camera now because we're mostly with animation, but later on
we're in a probation period.
Sure, we're on a shoestring budget right now.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we need to buy the shoestring first. We don't have that yet.
No.
But yeah, but it's the right camera we do need later on, and he kind of gave me his card, and we talked and such, and I know what to do later on. But yeah, like a actual, if you were a company and you bought a red camera or something, it's starting out, it's like 100,000 or something, something.
Wow.
Yeah, so 20,000, that's a pretty good deal, but that's just starting out. That's just like the thing that captures. That's not a viewfinder. That's not lenses. That's not anything. You can't do anything with it. So that's starting out 20,000. Like packages and such, it gets up to like 30,000. Yeah. I got a flyer and stuff. I'll show you later. But after that, we got lunch. We went to Pink's. I've never been to Pink's. Have you guys been to Pink's Hot Dogs?
Pink's Hot Dogs? I've never heard of it.
Nope, me either.
Neither.
Where's the
Oh, wait, no, yeah, I think.
It's in Hollywood, but
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's basically a hot dog place and stuff. It was
You
alright.
like hot dogs?
Yeah, it's alright. I'm okay with hot dogs. You know.
I love hot dogs.
And then we went to like I guess it's a really famous music store. They sell nothing but records. It's called Amoeba Music.
I have heard of that.
Yeah, it's like a really famous old thing. It's just a big warehouse, and they sell music and stuff. They still sell records of like modern day music and such.
Right.
So it's like the place, but they also sell a bunch of movies for like ridiculous good prices. So
Nice.
I'm broke, so I did not do anything. I went to Starbucks across the street and had my
Your tea?
yeah, because I had to do that because so I woke. They said be there at 7:30 a.m. at school so we can all carpool to LA because it's like an hour drive and traffic sucks.
Right.
Anyway, so
Of course.
To me-
that's LA for you. Yeah.
that means waking up at 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Why
Wh-
6 a.m.?
Because it takes 30 minutes to get ready and 30 minutes to drive there.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, and I wanted to leave a little bit of extra room for traffic
Okay.
because
Okay.
it's morning.
Yep.
So yeah, I did that.
Was it a big ass car that you carpooled in?
No, it was a Mustang.
Nice.
Like, yeah.
Vroom, vroom.
My cousin has a Mustang, and I cannot fit in the back. It's
Yeah.
it's painful to get into the front, let
That's
alone
what
the back.
sucks about them.
So I had to be in the passenger seat all this time. I felt
See-
bad for the guy in the back, but he was fine. It was good.
He was probably just saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was shorter than me, so
Oh,
it wa-
okay. Then yeah, he's fine.
yeah, he was fine. I mean, there was other cars too, but
I thought you were telling me that he was like really big or something. Like,
Oh, yeah,
just,
he-
like sitting there. In
yeah,
the
it was
back.
just like a football player or something,
You okay back there? Yeah, I'm okay.
So yeah, but I got there at 7 a.m.
Mhm.
7:30 rolls around. I'm the only one there.
Of course.
Oh.
Yeah. Slowly
time did they
people.
get there?
Yeah. So slowly people came in there, but the last people to kind of arrived were the people that drove. I mean, the guy I was with, he showed up there like 7:10 or not like 7:30, 7:40 somewhere around there.
Okay.
So he was somewhat late, not late. Everyone else showed up at like about 8:20.
Be there
Wow.
at 7:30.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah,
You mean actually be there, not leave the house at 7:30?
So yeah, I'm telling you this right because I was tired. All right, but after that, we went to Warner Brothers to be a studio audience,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So we joined the studio audience. We were lucky enough to get into the pilot Tommy. It is a new show it's a 4-camera sitcom. So like all the shows you hear like a laugh track or something, and you think it's like pre-recorded.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's actually studio audience.
Oh, that's actually nice.
Like,
It was fun.
clap, people.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically, it's a comedian called, I should probably look up these guys' names.
Tommy.
Yeah,
It's-
Tom.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it yet.
Well, yeah, it was recorded last night.
Mm,
So, of course, you have not heard of it.
yeah.
But yeah, right now, everyone's recording all the pilots for all the new TV shows to be pitched, and then everyone usually announces it like first week of May.
Nice.
Right.
So,
Did you think it was funny?
I'll get into that in a second.
Okay.
First, let me look up who these people are. So, it's the comedian Tommy Johannigan.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he was on like a Tonight Show or something and had a really good thing. He's like in his late 20s, maybe early 30s. Like, he's really young for being like on Tonight Show or something.
Okay.
But the show is based around in real life, he actually moved his family into this like middle of nowhere town in like Idaho or something.
Okay.
So the show's basically the first scene is him riding back into town from his road trip, and then the episode ends with him going back on tour,
Okay.
kind of thing. So he's constantly going in and out, and basically it's his life stories of like his family and stuff, his wife and his mom and such,
Right.
causing drama.
Okay.
Okay. It stars. Let's see, where is it? I just had it. So it stars Kevin Leland, Neil Len.
Don't know him.
Okay, and Jane McKen. I can't even pronounce that. Anyway,
Don't know him.
as from she was the mom from Malcolm in the Middle,
I know her.
Oh, yes.
and Kevin Leland is from Weeds.
Eh.
I didn't really watch that show.
Okay, they are the dad and mom of the comedian.
Okay.
Okay, And Joanna Garcia Swisher.
What did she play in?
She played a untap. Okay, I think this was her first thing.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. I know this is like her first pilot.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know her.
But no, she's probably done other works. It's just I don't have it up here.
She did an extra in a Western movie.
But yeah.
Still, I don't know her.
So yeah, here's the mom and dad.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yes,
I've seen
know
him.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
know
them
him.
too.
Okay.
Yeah, they got
Now, is there... You dropped my papers again!
Well, why are you putting your papers there? Move your papers.
Because I don't want to put it in my lap. And I don't
There's a
wanna
table
put it-
right next to you.
I don't want to have to turn around. It's too much.
It's too much work, right?
Do you have the picture of the other girl?
I did. There was like one other star too, but I just don't have it here.
Mm-hmm. Wait, she
Joanne?
looks familiar.
Nah.
I've seen her somewhere before, but yes, go ahead.
Anyway, it was pretty funny. It was pretty weird seeing like being the studio audience and stuff,
Yeah.
because you saw like all the bloopers and such.
Yeah.
So it was pretty funny. There's one line that the dad had to play,
Yeah.
not the comedian, because they have a daughter too, or
Okay.
the actor
Yeah.
has a daughter. But there was this one line that was really tricky. You guys probably seen like lines, they're like almost a tongue twister, but as you keep saying it over and over again, it just gets worse.
Yeah.
So it was like I hypothesized that she had burned the wedding photos that of us, but as you can tell, I have done it. So
Oh, God.
he kept saying hypothesize.
Jeez. Can't
So
say I hypothesize anymore.
No, yeah, well, he eventually got it, but everyone else kept laughing because we kept reminding ourselves of that. But
Yeah.
and there was another part where he was like he was talking with a fork and had like a piece of pie on it,
Yeah.
and there was one time he was like, "I hope you know," and the piece of pie goes flying across.
Very nice.
Then there's other parts where it's like like they mess up and then
Yeah.
like they curse and they're like because they're not supposed to curse.
Yeah.
But
Was it pumpkin pie?
no, it was fudge.
Oh, fudge pie.
Oh,
I don't have a song
Fudge.
Fudge.
for that. Okay, we'll make one up for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, there's like those smirks and stuff that like they get everyone in trouble.
Yeah.
Overall, it was pretty good. The one thing I realized as like a director or a person, writing stuff, everyone else had like character development. They had lines and they read it and stuff.
Right.
The main comedian, the kind of the star,
Yeah.
he only had one-liners the whole time.
What?
One-liners. So they would say something. It's like like kind of like sarcastically, like that's what she said. That kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Just like
That's
really.
not really funny.
Well,
Okay.
no, not that, but it's just like
Yeah.
what he said was funny. It's
Yeah.
just you didn't really know what his character was. You didn't know
Right.
if he was an asshole or you didn't know if he was
Yeah.
caring. I mean, you kind of got that after once like the other actors talk.
Fabulous.
Once like the other
Like
characters
Factory?
talked or something, you kind of got a little feel of him, but him directly didn't really say anything.
Yeah, like I'd like to see more of like character development, like with every character, not just one-liners.
It was just because they were trying to. The people were trying. It was a pilot, so they were trying to make
trying to
him
promote it.
the funniest person there.
Right.
But at the same time, it kind of hurt him at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's where it was.
Hmm.
So that was that ran late too. So by the time we got back to campus, it was like 11:30.
Oh.
So I went from 6 a.m, waking up, driving there, and left the house, and then I didn't go home until like 12:30
Ooh.
PM.
p.m. or
AM.
a.m.
AM.
midnight. Let's say that.
Okay. At night.
So yeah, when you guys were saying I didn't have time for it. I had no time yesterday. So yeah, and that's basically it. Well, I've been playing. I finally finished my first. Got my Titan up to level 32. So now all my characters are level 32 in Destiny.
Of course. There.
What? Yeah, you're still.
Mine is okay. My Titan is 31, almost 32.
Mm-hmm.
It's good enough.
Yeah, and my other character is like 28, 29, something like that.
You're pretty much done too, aren't you?
I don't care about the rest.
Yeah,
I really don't
I'm like
care.
pretty much done. I mean, until like the DLC comes out, then I'll start playing again. But
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got like I kept getting guns from the raids and stuff, but then I never upgraded them because you never get XP from raids or anything. So I was like,
Yeah.
it was constantly underpowered now, and I'm like, well, I got pretty much everything I ever need, and everything else I can probably get from Zur every now and then. I'm fine with waiting, so it didn't really feel like playing. Played quite a bit of Ori, Smash Bros. And stuff. That we're going to talk about later on in our game discussion. We used to call them game reviews or quote unquote reviews, but the name wasn't quite sticking with us and we weren't liking it, so we're changing it to game discussions. It'll be part of the iTunes podcast extra. That's with our Walking Dead season 5 discussion that we did. So it's basically we're gonna have like our Podcade podcast in one area of iTunes, and then another one we'll have all of our extra podcasts. So if you want some extra podcasts from Podcade, you now know where to go. So I've been playing that. I haven't really played much, except for I've been playing RimWorld, which I'm trying to start a series on, but I haven't really.
RimWorld?
It's an indie game for Steam.
Oh, okay.
It's like you are a colonist that gets crash landed on an alien planet and has to survive.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Is that the one we tried playing?
No.
The one
Does
where
it have kind of like terrible like terrible graphics, kind of?
Maybe.
Or so.
It's kind of like Prison Architect, or it's like top down.
Okay.
I know you never. I showed you guys.
Okay.
So, anyway, the only thing to note that happened recently is I got a new phone because something happened to my old phone.
What happened to your old phone?
Well, let's take a guess. My phone didn't break, or my phone broke, but it didn't. Well, I guess it just ruined it. But anyway, so guess what's
it broke.
No. So what? So let's just say what's the top 5 things that can happen to an iPhone that are annoying, but still somewhat works. Like dropping your phone and smashing it into a million pieces does not count. So basically, your phone pretty much completely dead. You cannot use it. So like, what? Take a guess. What's
for me? Well, like you drop it and it hits the edge and the screen goes all black and you can't see the image anymore.
That counts as something that you cannot use anymore. Something that it's annoying
that you can use.
You can still use it. It's just annoying to use it now. What's something annoying?
The home button breaks or something. Or
that is number 1. Mine is number 2. What is number 2?
The sticky or like whatever that thing is on top.
The power button.
The thing
like
is
the
on
button.
top.
Yeah.
That's what happened. My power button went out because mine is a 4S and it's been like 6 years since I got it. It finally went out. So
what happened?
So that means I cannot turn it off or turn it back on from a system update.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much I can only use it until it dies, and then I can never turn it back on. So
before I got my new phone, that's the problem that I was dealing with.
I could get it eventually if I got like an edge of a table and like jam it, but eventually.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, that happened to me too.
Yeah.
That's I used
but
to
yeah, I was thinking about it, like, like number 1 is the home button, because if the home button goes out, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah,
you can't do anything.
You can't. Yeah.
I mean, I could if I leave it alone long enough, that eventually it would, go into sleep mode for a thing. But that's like number 2. Number 3, I figured was a cracked screen because you can't really see the video or something, but it's still usable.
Well, look, like for you that you messed up the power button, there's the accessibility little square thingy that you could turn on, and you could have functions like the volume buttons and the vibrate and power can work from there if you activate it.
Well,
because I think
then you lose buttons too at the same time, like the volume button. You won't have that because it replaces it. But anyway,
no, you can still use it.
Well, I'm just saying, like, something to view, like a cracked screen, like having a bunch of cracks on your screen, will get kind of annoying. But it's not as annoying as a power button.
It's not. I mean, I've had my terribly cracked phone for like maybe 2 months now or more.
Definitely more.
And I still have it. I mean,
it works.
It's usable.
It's still annoying.
Like, the thing is so cracked that the light actually shows, like it like comes out like when you get a text. It scared the shit out of me before. It's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Are we gonna get radiation poisoning?
Probably. I mean, I can see the insides of it.
I could just imagine you like taking a photo and the thing just flashes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what And then like 4 and 5, I figured was like sound issues, like if the speakers went out or the USB thing, it didn't work anymore. Yeah. So that's been fun. I decided that I like the 5. That's like the perfect size for me. But I decided if I get the 5, they're gonna announce the next phone, and then I'm going to be 2 phones behind, not 1. So I decided to get the 6, as much as I can.
The regular 6.
Yeah, the regular.
Not the 6 Plus.
Yeah, the regular 6.
How do you like it?
It's all right.
It's all right.
No.
I mean,
I don't like the camera.
the camera. There's like a little bump for the camera. That's like
it's extruded. It's annoying.
It makes the camera better, but at the same time, yes, I do agree. It kind of is annoying. I mean, I don't use cases, so a case probably would even it out.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't like cases. I don't like screen protectors. I'm kind of in the market. They should have designed it to resist falls and stuff. So
plus, it is a little like more rounded on screen.
The rounded, I get used to. Originally, I didn't quite like it, but rounded, I all right. I still don't like the power button. Every time I go to push it, I always turn down my volume.
Yep.
It's annoying. I mean, I do like how it's 720p video. That's pretty good.
Oh, you mean
Let me compare it with mine.
the ratio, right?
Thinner and...
Thinner and longer.
What's your phone?
Well, this is the
4S.
4S, yeah.
Here, take it.
So, oh, damn.
I had the 4S. I mean, because
this is
it's
the 5 or 5S?
This is
6.
Oh, this is the 6.
Yeah, that's it, not the 6 Plus, the 6.
6.
Wow. Yeah. So, because it's so thin, I did get it did compensate for the really long thing. I still don't like how far I have to reach to take the top thing. I do. You can use the. Hang on, there we go. If you have stuff at the top, you could do that to help reach.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you don't click it; you just tap the center thing just to scroll down.
Then just.
The best feature I found was I could put more icons on the front screen. That's my best feature.
You get an extra row, right?
You get extra 2 rows.
Oh, 2 rows?
2 rows.
How many rows do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have 5, so it's only 1 more.
Yeah. Well, I had 4S.
Oh.
I gained 2 because mine was smaller.
Okay.
But yeah, I had a friend that was on the film trip with me, and I gave her my number, and she had the 5C, which is like really tiny compared to this. So yeah, going backwards is a difference, but
that was a more like colorful one, right? Or is that
it's a cheaper one. So it's also smaller, I think. So it's like really tiny compared to the 4S. But
I think it's more like the new iPods. It's kind of like that design.
Yeah, I mean, I got used to the thing on the audio thing on the bottom. I mean, it's just it's annoying.
Yeah,
but yeah,
you get used to it.
The biggest annoying thing is the power button and like the buttons on the other side. I think the next version they're gonna move these 2 the volume buttons more towards the thing where you plug your headphones in.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other annoying thing was I just bought like a dock for my 4S, like not too long ago.
Yeah.
And they changed the thing, and now I have to go get a new one for that because I mean I can still use it now because I got a little converter thing, but it's gonna put stress on the little connector thing. So eventually it's gonna break because it's the weight of the phone. But yeah,
that's what fried your adapter.
No,
not kidding.
You the sound system thing?
Well, yeah, you're closer to it, so I blame you.
Yeah, let's blame him.
Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, we're drinking.
Drink break.
Yeah, I'm on podcast.
Or drinking Coke.
Yeah.
Vanilla Coke.
All right, so we're kind of taking our time on the podcast.
Wait, are we?
Yeah, we're kind of.
We haven't even started.
we haven't started on the rest.
Yeah, we're taking our time with the news. Well, and that's why I'm saying we should move to a weekly podcast, but we gotta find time to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit easier to edit than Let's Plays, but
we could break it up though. Like
that is one option. Is break it up over multiple episodes per week.
Break it up.
So it'd be like podcast episode 2, part 1, and do part 2 or something.
Well, no, we'd just do episode 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
We could do that.
I mean, the news are going to be like really old, but
well, we're doing it month to month, so it's already quite old. I mean, there's some news stories I had to cut because they were like, this thing angers me. Oh, it's okay now in like less than a week.
Yeah,
and it was like that's what. I mean, we're the best way to do it in this kind of format is to do a weekly thing. I mean, when we're getting more people, we can have people sub in and such. So we're gonna try picking a day that everyone kind of, like let's just say Saturday for example. Maybe like you two can do Saturday sometimes, but not always. So that way you can like do maybe a Saturday here and there, but not all the time like we do for Let's Plays and stuff. So.
Right.
Anyway, so the Apple Watch got announced in terms of price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well, did you remember what the price was?
I
Base
think it
starting
was-
at 350.
I thought it was like 200.
No, 350.
Well, I'll pull it up right now.
Pull it up.
I'm pulling it up. I am pulling it up. Alright, where is store? Or no. Prices.
Pre-orders start, I think, April 10th
Maybe.
to ship April 20 something.
Well, there's the Apple Watch. There's the Apple Watch Sport, and then the Apple Watch Edition.
I don't know.
I thought I saw one of the videos that the price was really high up.
Well,
10,000.
Well, yeah, that was
10,000 plus, 10K plus.
Yeah, that's the edition because that's actual gold plated.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Because it's a watch. You gotta have those options too.
Just give me
The only thing I don't like, though, is the battery.
Well, it's the first edition. Batteries for the first iPhone sucked compared to now. So we gotta wait a few watches before that actually gets good.
Yeah.
I guess.
To me, it's just if you have a watch and you have an iPhone, this is like a good replacement for. It's just a glorified controller for your phone.
I'm not getting one, by the way.
Yeah.
Not me either.
No.
No, I'm not getting one.
With those 350, I'd rather
They have
buy,
to have that wow feature that got me into the iPhone.
I'd rather buy my PS Vita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or a PS4.
or-
You never know.
or Apple Glass. Apple Glasses.
Apple Glass.
Nah.
Jeez. Google Glass.
That's what it is. But yeah. So yeah, since it's just the 3rd of April, April Fool's was not too long ago. Did you guys see any good April Fool's things on the internet?
There weren't that many,
no.
really.
There was quite a few actually. There weren't.
There was the Deadpool one.
Yeah, there was the Deadpool and Ryu thing. I saw Google Maps had like a feature to.
Oh, the Pac-Man?
Yeah, Pac-Man.
Yeah, I saw that one
That
too.
was pretty funny.
They also had one where the whole Google search engine was backwards, like mirrored.
Okay.
And if you tried typing, like, I don't know, cats, it would type in stack.
Yeah.
I saw this one prank video that was posted on Facebook. I don't know if it was an April Fool's joke, but it was a subway, and I guess the whole thing was like, or like all the guys were like in it, and there was like 2 people in the subway, and it stopped, and the lights were kind of like flickering, and then the lights turned off and turned back on, and there were like zombies everywhere.
What
Trying to
the
get
heck?
into the thing, but I don't know if that was a.
That was quick.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it was real.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that too.
I'm going
No,
to say
no,
it's an
no.
April Fool's prank.
No. I mean, yeah, there's probably a lot of good prank videos
Yeah.
out there, but I'm more looking at just like. The
Well, I knew
internet.
like it was a prank, but like I didn't know if it was an actual April Fool's prank or if it was just a prank.
prank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, have you seen the pranks with the elevator and the
No.
little girl?
No, I haven't seen.
No,
that.
it's like-
well, that was a prank show. That wasn't April Fool's.
No, but that prank, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
Where it's
there's a guy in
basically
an
like
elevator, like it stops, if lights flicker, then there's a girl in front of you,
Well,
lights
no,
turn on.
there was a little door opening.
Yeah,
and it opened
yeah.
up, and then the girl appeared, and then she screams, "Bloody Mary!" And the lights go off, and then she disappears back into the.
And she wasn't there anymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are creepy.
I mean,
Like, that's messed up. Who would do that?
sick people.
Is it even
That have a TV
permitted?
show.
Is it permitted in the U.S.? Like something that harsh?
You kind of have to tell them afterwards, but yeah, you can do it. You just have to. You're
I mean,
assholes, but
what if you provoke like a heart attack?
I know that's.
well, you gotta plan for that. So you gotta have like emergency responders
Okay,
nearby.
Okay.
You know, it's a prank show, so you gotta have a budget anyway. So you gotta pay
If
for it.
something like that happened to me,
Yeah.
I would get a heart attack.
Well, I don't like I said, like I don't like going into like haunted mansions or something because I'm the guy that's like fight or flight. I punch when I get scared. So I'm not the guy that I should go in there. But if like something gets like if it like something like the girl or something, when you see that, I'm like, okay, something's going on here. You can kind of tell a little bit. But anyway,
I would freak out.
yeah, and there was also a couple of game updates. Like some April Fools and stuff. Like there was that Dying Light game. The zombies, every time you punch them, they would go flying and floating around and such.
No, really.
Yeah.
We also, me and Mr. Fluffs also checked out Minecraft's newest update,
The
love update.
The love update.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a new update.
It was
there's no new update.
What?
Yeah.
They took away all combat, and now you can just go around petting all the animals and get hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Yes. We did a whole video on it. You'll see it later.
And now the lava is nacho cheese.
Yes.
Nacho cheese.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Squids go flying now, and what else?
What else was it?
You can ride gas. They help
You can. I rode a guest.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Was it
It was awesome.
nice?
Yes.
There's Love TNT now.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love TNT.
What
Gives you
about,
extra hearts.
I like creepers.
They explode and give you flowers.
Oh.
Oh, we never checked out cats. Like, what do cats do?
I don't know.
There wasn't an update listing, but we should have checked out cats because
I never saw it.
What about
I don't know.
villagers?
They would.
They
Love.
well, if you I saw in a video that if you splash them with a love potion, they drop all their stuff that they're gonna trade with you, all like emeralds and all this.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, there's all that.
Nice.
But yeah, we did a video on that, so check that out.
But that was just a 1-day thing, or?
Well, you can get it now as like a snapshot,
Oh, okay.
so you can still get it. It was April Fool's joke.
Got it.
Yeah. So in Hollywood news, the Deadpool movie got rated R.
Yay.
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 So yeah, they did like a funny April Fool's prank video where like Deadpool picked up a studio light and then smashed the interviewer over the head and said something. I don't know. I never saw the thing, but I just read the news article.
I like Mario Lopez, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy. It's a Deadpool. I'm actually still need to go back and finish that game because
There is no room for like PG-13 for that movie.
No.
There's just no room.
So when is it coming out?
this 2016.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so quite-
Okay.
Wait. Oh yeah, that Oscar winner cinematographer that I mentioned. He's doing Ant-Man right now, so we got a little bit.
Oh,
behind the scenes.
nice.
He also did 21, so he showed a lot of.
Yes.
21.
I know that movie.
21. So yeah, I talked about the name change of the review podcast. We're doing that. Minecraft. They did come out with a announcement of what the next Minecraft update is, like officially
Okay.
for 1.9. It's going to be the combat update. So we're gonna see some
Yes.
improvements for combat.
Some new weapons, probably.
Maybe. So this sounds like a Necrofine update.
New
Yes.
armor.
New armor.
New
You
sword.
require armor to pass.
Wait, I don't think we saw
The new armor.
the new.
I have to say that.
Also, we had some Halo 5 updates.
Yes,
Yes.
I have seen those trailers.
Yeah, so we got some conflicting trailers. A while back, there was a trailer where Master Chief was sitting next to a statue, kind of injured, and then I think it's Locke.
Yeah, Locke.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
comes in and finishes them off and stuff. But this time,
As our savior and not as our betrayer.
yeah, so we got
Okay.
Master Chief to come in and finish off Locke.
Yes.
So it's like a kind of a thing. But both of them said hunt for the truth after it. So
yes.
this is kind of like the Halo 2 scavenger hunt that they're doing. It's like there was a big thing where like you had to do like it was started on.
it.
Yeah, I know. It was like it was during the launch of Halo 2.
Oh, okay.
So they were like all these clues and stuff you had to go find and stuff, and eventually it like led to people to like a payphone that they had to listen to, and it was like you would speak to like Cortana and Master Chief and stuff, and, get like hints about it, and eventually some people got far enough along that they got invited to Bungie Studios to play Halo 2 before it was released.
Nice.
So
Didn't Rooster Teeth do a little scavenger hunt like that for something?
I do not know.
I remember them mentioning it, but okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A couple of months back.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some movie studios do that. Like I know for like Spider-Man, I think it was the first one with the lizard. Was that?
That was the first one.
Yeah, the first one. They had a scavenger hunt, and it ended like with a guy found a like shredded like lab coat and stuff, and it had like the Oscorp badge, and it had some stuff in the pockets and stuff.
Nice.
It was pretty cool.
Nice.
But yeah, so right for this one, there's a ARG on SoundCloud. I guess it's like a bunch of little mini audio recordings and stuff that you listen to, and it does like some background lore and stuff for between Halo 4 and 5. I haven't listened to it yet, so I would say go check that out. There's quite a few links up there. You can probably Google it, but it's on SoundCloud. So yeah.
Okay.
But we did get an update or a release date for Halo 5. It's October 27th, 2015.
Yes, that you know how close that is.
That's very close.
That's very close.
Very
Not
close.
really.
Yes.
Well, we got all summer, and then
6 months, half a year.
okay, 6 months to half a year.
It's
That
not like it's
goes by
2016.
really quickly.
Yeah. It's
And
not like it's summer of 2016. It's this year.
well, I mean, every game has been getting like delays and stuff, and
I know.
especially with-
What's up with that?
it's
What the
because
heck?
publishers keep pushing for dates and stuff, and then it's
And
just the
they'll
way.
make, and then they make this excuse. Oh, we're just gonna make it better.
Well, no, it's not. It's not the developers' part. It's the publishers' part. That
Is it?
messing. Yeah, because they keep pushing for it, but then they're just not ready to meet that deadline because then they rush and then they get like Master Chief Collection and other
Mhm.
stuff that's like half finished
Yep.
and it's
Right.
broken. But yeah, also Batman got pushed back. It didn't get pushed back that much though. It just went from the beginning of June to the end of June.
Yeah.
It's now
June
June
23rd.
June 23rd. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I need to play all the other ones before I get that one.
Well, you played some of them.
I think it was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only the first one, the one with the scarecrow.
Well, that's also another game spoiler. Anyway,
Anyways. one of those.
we just go back and play them. I think
Yeah.
they're
I know. I own one of them.
yeah, but they're also
Game of the Year edition.
they're working on a remaster of the first two games.
For the Xbox One.
Well, they said PS4 mostly, but
Oh.
I'm thinking Xbox One's probably included since it was
Hope so.
original on that too. They're both PCs now, so it's easy. They're both it's multi-platform. Let's just say that. But it's not going to come out before the
Okay.
new
so,
Batman, so
Yeah.
later probably. But they're working on it. But also in Halo news, did you guys see the Halo Online?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's only in Russia right now, right?
Yeah, right now it's only in Russia, which is odd
Yeah.
because you would think America, out of everyone, would be more excited.
Murica.
Right.
Would be more excited for microtransaction games.
Yeah. But like I heard something where not a lot of games go out to like Russia, or not a lot of them go out to.
They're trying to test something. I mean, Xbox One's just
They're
testing.
using Russia as like their Area 51.
Yeah. There's. I mean, it's a beta. It's not a full retail release. They're just trying it out to see how people react, I guess.
Yeah.
I would expect eventually we see it somewhere over here sometime.
Well, it's nothing new.
It's basically Halo 4 multiplayer, but now you can customize everything of your guns and loadouts and stuff. Like you can customize.
So they're going kind of Call of Duty-ish.
Somewhat. You can do like barrels and
Yeah.
grips and stuff, and and then you can also pay to win, basically, which is I never been a fan of microtransactions. I rather just pay the game and get what I
Me
get.
either.
Says the person that spent over $100.
But like they're gonna have like a bunch of like customizations of like the armor and all that.
I
too,
guess.
or- yeah, it's like over.
I'm hoping the Halo 5 isn't like that.
You know that, but they have really good stuff though. Like if there's a pink armor, would you buy it?
No, because I don't like pink.
know
I
you
would buy it.
Yeah, I know.
I would buy a pink armor.
Well, that's you. I would rather just spend the next like month or so building up my digital credits to get that pink armor.
Why did you get it? Because it's pink.
Yes. Do you need any more reason?
Yes. And there also is like an episode called "Because It's Pink."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first diversity map.
Yes, out now.
Yes, out now.
It is out now.
Yes.
It's funny. Go watch it.
Yeah. I'm working on part 2, but anyway.
Go watch part 2 too.
It's not out yet. I'm still working on it. I've been busy recruiting people to work on it.
We know.
Anyway. So I did find a good game topic to talk about that I thought we could go on for a little bit, even though we're going for like, let's just check and see where we're at. Oh, wow.
2 hours.
No, we're over an hour. And we still have a lot to do. All right. Anyway. Well, I guess let's save that one for the end. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Because the rest of it is just, like, new news.
New news?
Yeah, new news. All right, so for games for gold right now for this month, they're doing extra games this time for Xbox One and 360. So go get those 3 games. We got for Xbox One all month long. We got Pool Nation FX, Child Light, which I hear is pretty damn good.
It's another platformer. Yeah.
It's platformer and also turn-based battle system.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I only saw the platforming.
Well, when you touch a monster, it goes into that thing where you do like Pokemon kind of thing, where you battle.
I didn't know that.
Anyway, it's pretty good. And then on 360, from April 1st to 15th, you get Gears of War Judgment.
Terraria.
Terraria. Yeah, Terraria.
Terraria. Hey, I only have 2 hours of sleep, okay?
And then for the second half month, you get
Army of Two.
Devil's Cartel. And then Black Flag.
Assassin's Creed.
Black Flag, yeah. I think. Yeah, I own both of those. So I can get digital versions of that.
Did you ever finish Devil's Cartel?
No, we still need. Well,
That's the second one, right?
did we ever release an episode of that?
No.
We released 1 episode.
Okay.
Or like 2 episodes, but we definitely need to play.
Well, we recorded like halfway through the game.
Did we?
Yeah, we did, and then
Oh.
it slowly got more and more buggy. And
Oh, yes, because my I think half of my body was missing or my head was missing.
no, it was just your head and your gun.
Oh yeah, head and my gun.
Yeah. I mean, I still have the captures, and they're taking up quite a bit of room. I might compress them down just so we can free up some disk space. But or maybe I already did that. I don't know. But yeah, we'll go back to it. I heard the ending wasn't that great though.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
You played the whole thing?
Yeah.
Well, after a few months, if we still haven't done it, he just assumes that we're not doing it anymore and just goes ahead. Even though I
have
say
that
not
problem.
to.
I have that problem.
Sometimes I play them anyways.
Yeah, no, you do that.
Yeah.
Some Star Wars Battlefront news. That there's going to be some announcements soon, and that is it.
Isn't that how they've been doing that for the past, year?
Well, no, everyone's been doing that. They're making an announcement. We're gonna have an announcement in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a double announcement. But yeah, usually it's Star Wars week. For the first month of April. April 4th. May the 4th be with you, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I remember like years ago they had like it was like a really short teaser, but like.
Oh no! The E3 they only had like a small teaser thing, but now they're actually gonna show stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Stuff.
We like stuff.
I mean, yeah. And then this I didn't. There wasn't too much news. This got announced a while back, but DuckTales, that animation.
Did you watch a lot of that when you were?
Yeah, I watched it quite a
I
bit.
watched it too.
Yeah, I think
It was-
if you're a '90s kid, you watched.
Yeah.
It. It was one of those staples. So it's coming back, but it's not going to be 2D. It's going to be like 3D animation, CGI.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So it's going to be that. I don't know how similar it's going to be because it seems like every time like they bring back something from the '90s, they change it to like modern day silliness,
Yeah.
which is eh.
The biggest news of the year so far.
Yeah. Guess what's coming? What else is coming back?
Rhythm games are coming back.
Not all rhythm game stuff.
Rock Band at least.
Rock Band.
Yes. I like Rock Band a little bit more than
Yes.
Guitar Hero because you can do different instruments except for guitar.
Where are we? Like in the last
Well, you could
Rock
do-
Band that we did.
What do you mean?
No, like
Hey, hold on. You could do.
Now, yeah, you can do different instruments, but before you couldn't. You could only do guitar. Talking about Rock Band 1.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, so I don't know about the pro instruments. I think there's going to be there might be a pro keytar for that.
I think they said they're
Guitar?
gonna prioritize regular, not pro.
Yeah. But there might be a pro keyboard. The guitar, no pro guitar. That was
Which one's a pro guitar?
it had actual strings and stuff. It was like $100 or $200.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I'll get that, and just never did. I was gonna get the
You were gonna
I
get the guitar too. It didn't happen.
no. It's probably it's probably really cheap right now.
I will get this game.
Yeah. The only problem with me is I got everything for the PS3, and I only have the Xbox One.
Oh.
So I have to change everything.
Right.
You apparently you can use all your instruments and stuff for the
Yeah.
Xbox 4 or
Mm-hmm.
Rock Band 4.
Yeah.
I might get the new drums because I think you need cymbals, and I never got. I still am using the
You don't
first
have
rock.
cymbals?
I'm
Okay.
using the first Rock Band drums. I mean, guitar never changes, so
Yeah.
unless they add something, an extra button or something. But I don't know. I kind of have to go get a new PS4 because I bought a bunch of songs, and apparently that's all going to come in. This originally got found out when they updated all their music clients licenses to all their songs and added a few more modern day songs. So people were like, "There's some activity on Rock Band 4. I wonder if there's going to be an announcement." And then surprise,
Announcement.
yeah.
I did sign up for their pre-order newsletter.
You really want that?
I really want that. Yes.
Well, you were probably the only person that really got into like the rhythm games, like the guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we have one
Yeah.
friend, but that you played a lot with. But you were kind of the one person.
Me and Shadow Doggy.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. The other guy.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah.
you two played a lot, but you between the two of you, you seemed like you were.
It was me.
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah.
You played
I
all the
It's
time.
just so fun.
Yeah.
I had so much fun with them.
I mean, they came out with like a controller-based rhythm game, but that didn't really
The
do
Blitz.
I'm guessing.
For Guitar Hero was Guitar Hero Blitz. I
No,
think.
it was the Rock Band version.
The Rock Band was.
It was you just push buttons to controller. It was like a rhythm game for that. But
Okay.
yeah, anyway, there was like a famous PC rhythm game that I'll show to you sometime.
Okay.
Audio Wave Writer or something. You're like a little ship thing writing waves of audio and stuff. And anyway,
Mm-mm.
so yeah, another thing that's been booming lately is the VR boom for the Oculus
yes.
Rift and such.
Virtual reality.
So Steam announced their partnership with HTC.
HTC.
Yeah, so they're releasing a really fancy VR goggles called Revive, but
Vive.
yeah, most people just see it as Vive because they didn't see the because they styled it the very weirdly, so it's just HTC Vive. But it looks like it's like the Oculus Rift, but it has a bunch of camera sensors in there, and
It looks like the helmet for the hunter, the one that has like a bunch of eyes.
yeah,
That's kind of how it looks.
I was looking at like Spec Ops or something,
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
some
Yeah.
kind of like secret agent thing.
But the game that they were showing
Well, I linked you guys one game. I didn't really know if that. Well, yeah, it got with the announcement,
Yeah.
but it just showed it's a VR game. You
Yeah.
know? It's supposed to be tracking better because they're also gonna have things called lighthouses, which are like these little things, kind of like the Wii U sensor. You know, we put it
Mhm.
down
Yeah.
and like tracks your room and such.
Right.
But it's like really cheap art sensors. Is like what is used in
Motion tracking.
No, it's used what is in TV remotes. That little sensor.
Oh,
The
okay.
IR,
I guess.
Something like
infrared.
Yeah, it's like really basic technology, so it's
Yeah.
probably real cheap, which is good because with like any new technology, like the key thing to make it successful
that. Right.
is the
Make
pricing.
it. Yeah.
Cheap consumer thing. You know, like
Yep.
probably like for VR and stuff to kind of get going, you kind of need to sell it at like $200, which is really hard to do since everything's
Yeah.
like. But with that kind of makes. So we got Oculus Rift, we got PlayStation's Morpheus. That are
Sony's Morpheus.
or
Morpheus.
Sony PlayStation. That
We
it's
got Microsoft's HoloLens, but
Yeah,
I think
but-
that's a little bit different. It's not really
It's different.
not the same.
Yeah, it's it's augmented reality instead of virtual reality.
Right. Yeah, it's a little.
But
different.
apparently, you could, in theory, do it is just make all the pixels, solid, and then you have a VR goggle. So it just might not be the best compared to the other versions.
Mhm.
Then there's like the things that you just snap your phone in, such which it's all right.
Oh, from I think it's called Samsung Gear something.
Yeah, which it works somewhat. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I'd rather have the Steam VR, the Vive thing, that
I think that's gonna be one of the best ones.
yeah,
It's
because
like between that one and the Morpheus.
it's between that and Oculus. Morpheus still hasn't really made too much ground. I think like a lot of people are saying like Morpheus is going to come and go, but then like ones that kind of like will stay around long enough, like will be the Oculus and the Vive.
Right.
Because I mean the Oculus was like the first one, so
Mhm.
it has a lot of
It's the
Steam.
daddy.
Yeah, it's been going for a while now, but the Vive is doing something different where they instead of one screen that has a mirror lenses on it that like magnify it for your eyes, it has two screens that has lenses and stuff, so it splits the image instead to
Mhm.
two. I kind of like the Vive thought process a little bit better than the Oculus. I mean, I'm still really trying to get an Oculus right now.
Plus, you get controllers.
Yeah, the controllers I don't know until I actually use it, like how I feel about it, because I mean it's good in theory, but technology in theory is they kind of are hit and miss or something. Between what I showed you, sent you guys, what did you guys think of the Vive or all this VR stuff?
I want to say the Morpheus is the best looking one.
Well, it looks
it looks futuristic.
Yeah, from the outside it looks great, but apparently from the inside
it's ugly.
Well, no, it's just not as polished as the Oculus.
That one looks pretty.
Well,
and the HTC is probably, it looks ugly, but I think it's gonna be the most.
Well, I mean, like in terms of
workable
VR,
one.
what do you guys think of VR in general? Like, do you guys like the idea or don't like the idea?
Yeah, I totally like the idea. I mean, that one video that you sent where it was like you were squeezing ketchup.
Yeah.
In the dinner plate. Like, I thought it was totally random, but I mean, I don't know what the rest of the game is, but I could totally see myself.
I mean, some people have motion sickness problems, but I think since we're gamers and stuff, we play it like we're used to
we're
saying and moving and stuff. That shouldn't be a problem. But like people that say it's the big thing that you kind of have to get used to is the sense of scale, because when you put it on, you like can see, like you look up and you see a giant figure that kind of looks like me, kind of small, but when you put it on, it's pretty huge. But also like when you're really high on the edge of the cliff and you're scaling against the wall, people are getting like vertigo, like, oh god, I'm gonna fall.
But like, how do you move forward? Like, do you?
It's still the controller, so you. I mean, you do have to like let's just say Halo, for example.
Yeah.
When you're like when you need to turn around, you have to move the stick. But like, say you want to look like to your right, like if you're standing still and you want to look to your right, you can do that with your head instead of actually using the stick.
Yeah.
But you still have to use the stick.
But in the Vive, you could actually walk around, no? I think it was the Vive.
Yeah, but then it kind of gets into that Connect.
Yeah,
area,
you need sensors. Yeah.
But the thing about
space.
the thing about the problem with Connect and why it's pretty much failed is people don't have the space, and two, gamers are lazy. They don't want to get out of the chair. That's why the VR is going so well right now, because you can just stay in the office chair. You can just rotate in the office chair. That's kind of the thing.
Like what I see like in the future is people using, using VR games like for like exercise. Because like when they finally make like a special, I don't know, boot for it that you wear. And, like,
well,
run forward or something like that.
There has been trackpads that they're called Infinity treadmills.
Yeah,
they're like special shoes that have like little knobs on the bottom of them, and they're like you walk on it's like a bowl shape.
Yeah,
and it has a bunch of grooves in it.
I would totally invest in that. I think that is so cool.
It's it works, and then you have like a little strap thing that makes you so if you fall, it works in theory. They started Kickstarter out there, but they're still they're working on the sensor parts because right now it's kind of clunky because you put sensors on your shoes or you have special shoes. I mean, it's kind of they did like a horror maze thing, and that it kind of works, but kind of doesn't.
Dude.
But it's hard to back up or turn around. That's the problem they're trying to figure out now. Yeah. It's that. So it's not. It's just. But at the same time, imagine all the running that we do in Destiny.
Yes.
You would. You would die.
If
well, I double jump a lot.
Yeah. But for all like when we're running, we would probably lose so much weight or probably gain so much muscle. You know, I don't know. But would you invest in that, Mr. Fluffs? Like just like a tracker thing, like where you're running.
I think you two would like try it for a week and then like not use that as a close thing. Like, use that as a clown. I think I would use it probably the most, just knowing our personalities.
If it was a really good game and it required to do some motion to actually work, I would.
Well, I mean, do you use your Kinect to dance or whatever now?
I don't have any games that are good enough for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you guys tried out those few Kinect games I had here.
Kinect Adventures?
Yeah.
I have that one.
Well,
go ahead.
But yeah, I used it for like a week or so, and I was pretty sore, and then I just never went back to it. It was just bad.
If like you had that tracker, would you play like Outlast with it? If like it was able to go? Yes, you would.
You would die though more because it'd be hard to turn around or something.
Oh my god! But like, could you imagine just something running and then you have to actually run? Like,
I mean, there's demos where
that would suck.
That would be so scary.
I mean, there's demos where you are like where you're like running and you can like look behind you with the Oculus Rift. You're not on a treadmill or anything. You're just looking around or something. There's also like you don't do anything. You just are. It's a simulation where you're sitting in the thing, and then it's a compactor.
Yeah.
So the things slowly move in, and then it's like a car compactor.
Yeah.
So you're slowly getting boxed in, and eventually you die.
Like, is there speakers in the
Most people just wear like these headphones that we wear.
the headphones?
So
Okay.
invest in a good set of headphones. I'm really excited for like Star Citizen because it's really good for that because you're in the chair in the game. You're in the chair here.
Right.
It works pretty damn well.
Yeah.
They have like Oculus Rift support right now, and I'm really that's where
Really?
that's where I want a Oculus Rift for because I want to see my spaceship like full scale in a sense.
Last week, you showed us a preview, a video of the binaural.
Oh, the audio. Yeah.
I really, really want that in horror games.
But
Which one?
the podcast I played and you listened to headphones and you freaked out.
Yes.
Horror games, right?
Yes.
Horror games
Yes.
combined
Perfect.
with VR.
Perfect. Yes.
But
I would freak out.
But see, the problem with that is you're moving inside virtual space, so you would have to move the head to the sound.
Well, they can make it work somehow. I don't know.
No, you can't. There's no way to do that.
No?
Except for
They have to.
the only way to do that is
They
if
have to.
the only way to do that is if you are controlling a drone that moves that mic thing, and everyone in the zombie that you're running from is an actual person running and going rawr in like a room that's like next door. That's the only way to make that work. Because, unless they do some math thing, but they're already doing.
They can do that.
They're doing
Do
it.
some math thing.
But they're doing that anyway with games now. Is if you're playing with headphones, it's just like a digital sound that's like full max volume, and then they just make it louder or quieter depending on where it is, and then if it's on your left or right. That's basically
it's the digital.
It's already there. It's
Digital surround sound. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's already there. You don't need that special mic to do it.
But that was creepy. Even just the door closing right next to you, like, whoa.
Hold on.
Because it sounds like my door, actual door.
Yeah, because like when you guys showed me that scene, like you both saw me jump, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I wasn't expecting that.
For people that don't know what we're talking about the Rooster Teeth has put out like a binaural microphone test, which is basically a special microphone that's in the shape of an ear or two sets of ears. So if you put on headphones, it sounds like you are actually in the room with them.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool. They put out a few other ones. Did you guys ever go back and listen?
Actually,
Yes.
I saw one in the morning. I was going to look at it, but I didn't. But I will.
I have no time, so no. So we need to get through this. So Nintendo has announced has announced they're working on a new console called Console X.
NX.
NX.
Oh, yeah.
NX.
The NX.
Yeah. Surprise. They're game console companies working on a console.
Yes.
Shocker.
What does the NX stand for?
That's just like the code. Like for like the Wii U, it was called Umbrella.
Umbrella.
That's the project name. They're working on the title.
Yeah. Umbrella
What was it
Corporation.
for the Xbox One?
It was something weird.
It was something. No, for the Kinect. It was for the Kinect.
Wii Fit.
It had a
Yeah, we fit you. Still best name.
That is still
Yes.
funny.
I don't know, but it was.
There's probably we could probably Google it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're working on a console. It is kind of weird that they're the Wii U. It's still it was on par for last generation, but in terms of this generation, it's still under par. So, not many third parties are supporting it, so they're not making games for it. I mean, just recently the Watch Dogs got ported to the Wii U, like 2 years later.
2 years later.
Yeah, so it's just not been well. I mean,
Yeah.
they're doing.
Would there be any people that would buy Watch Dogs for the Wii U?
Well, if it was a kid that only had a Wii U, yeah,
I guess.
yeah, maybe. I'm kind of still in the more PC area. I mean, now consoles are kind of getting up there to kind of go head to head with PCs compared to like last generation, which they were like 10 years old. So there was like night and day differences.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a little bit more even, but still, for more bang for your buck, and it's always backwards compatible. I like PC. But it's
I like it.
Yeah. Though I'm having issues with my PC because it's kind of dated now and it has too much junk on it. I need to clear it off. But that's another thing I'm going to do with. But they're also announced Nintendo is going to be partnering with I think called DNA or something.
DNA. DENA.
Yeah, and it's a mobile company that makes mobile games. So Nintendo's going to have some mobile games.
Yeah, it's a mobile company. They're drive around in an RV,
Yeah.
and that's their company.
So they primarily going to switch over to mobile, or
No,
No,
switch
no,
over.
console?
No.
No, they said that they're not gonna just directly port games, which everyone wants.
Yeah.
Oddly,
Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
they're gonna make actual new games for mobile. But
Is that what it was?
Yeah, they're gonna make entirely new games for mobile. They're not gonna.
I
Take,
thought
like,
it was more like they
Yeah.
were gonna allow kind of like featuring their characters in other games.
Well, yeah, they're gonna probably do that too because it's free money. They don't have to do any work.
True.
But but they're also gonna do like like a Mario game, but it's not a game.
it's not
that-
gonna be Super Mario Bros. 3
Yeah, or not gonna be
for the iOS.
the newest 3D game, 3DS game, or Wii U game. They're gonna make brand new games made for the iPhone in mind, not port it.
Mhm.
Yeah, apparently that the company has come out and said like that their most popular game now makes $25 million per month.
And what game is that?
I don't know.
Outrageous.
Okay.
What
But
would you
they're
do with that much money?
I don't
every
know.
month?
But apparently they said they're gonna the next Nintendo game or the Nintendo game they're gonna release, they're gonna outdo that. So they're gonna make more than $25 million per month, which I think, being the first like mobile Nintendo game, that's not gonna be too outrageous to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, Nintendo has been hurting in money lately because
Yeah.
the Wii U hasn't been doing well.
Right.
I mean, the 3DS has been doing very well.
Oh yeah, it's done the best. Yeah,
And then there's the whole Amiibo thing, which I don't know.
that thing's gonna hit off.
I
Well,
think
it is.
it is popular. I mean, the port strike did help it be in the scarcity stuff. Did
Uh-huh.
you guys hear about that? The port strike,
The what?
the port strike,
Pork?
port
Port?
Port?
shipping
No.
port.
No.
Okay.
I've not.
Basically, there was a strike, and like all Japanese stuff from Japan has to go through our port on the west side, or west side.
Okay.
So there was a strike. The workers asking for more wages, so for like a good
So they weren't
couple
shipping?
months. Yeah, so there's like giant shipping containers like full of Amiibo and 3DSs, like the
Oh,
new
wow.
3DSs just stay there. So like people have been trying to buy 3DSs, but it hasn't been going anywhere because they're all
Oh, I
sitting
heard
at the dock.
The Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
New 3DSs.
Yeah, they
back
were
in
all
stock.
Yeah, they were all sitting in a port.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
there was like like 3 or 4 per store, and
Yeah.
when they were supposed to get like 50 or so. So yeah, there was all that.
I imagine some guys planning out a heist.
You could. I mean,
just to
GTA.
I think I saw like there was apparently like a few new 3DSs, which I have to say the new 3DS is kind of annoying to say. I know they did like the new Nintendo system back in the day, but
Yeah.
it's just confusing now because they come up with like a new 3DS every year or so. But yeah. And also Nintendo news that live action Zelda series that was going to be on Netflix.
Yeah, that wasn't true.
It was true. They were talking about it. Just it's not going to happen. So
Okay.
that's it. Basically it. Maybe later on. Here's something. There's also some other bad news. No Half-Life 3 plans have been going on.
I never played any Half-Life, so I don't care.
Well, we kind of need to because it's kind of a gaming staple. So we kind of need to go.
I know one person that did play it. It was
Yeah, me
Shadow
too.
Doggy.
Yeah, he had
Roadkill.
he had no. Oh yeah, maybe I think
Yeah,
he
him
did
too.
Yeah, he did play.
Well, they both had the orange box, and
Yes.
we didn't. But yeah, that is a thing that I'm planning on doing eventually. Maybe we'll get some new people in there and play with us.
Yep.
Get that going. But I mean, it's not saying that Half-Life 3 is not gonna ever come out. It's just, yeah, I think a lot of people are thinking that the new VR system that Steam is coming out because make Steam, get people to start using Steam, Valve made Half-Life 2 only on Steam for the PC. So it's a good way to make a console system sell. So
Right.
it's working best. We might see it there. So Titanfall 2 also might be confirmed.
I am hoping that. Well, I'm hoping that this next Titanfall has more of a story.
Well,
to
a
it
story that doesn't get drowned out by gunfire.
Yeah, or that they.
That is
have-
not shown in a 2x2 little screen on the top left.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I like Titanfall. The gameplay was good. I liked it a
Yeah,
lot. It's
yeah, it
just
was.
I
Yeah.
had no idea what was going on. To me, it was just a mech simulator. That was it.
But like, it'd be cool if they had, like for the second one, if they had like a solo, mission thing where you went through the story, and then they have like the multiplayer where you can just face off.
I mean, I know like some games like Battlefield and Call of Duty, they still do it, and most people just play for the multiplayer. But
right.
there's still that option to go into solo player to kind of understand what these maps mean.
Yeah, of course.
Which I like a little bit because I
Yeah.
kind of like to know what it is. So in our bad news or good news, so you guys know what swatting is, right? I think I talked about it a little bit.
I'm aware of what swatting is.
Yeah. So good news or bad news, depending on how you look at it.
Stupid news.
Yeah.
And non-stupid news.
Yes, that's a good way to say it. 13-year-old got busted for calling in so many swatting incidents.
Good.
Yay! So he's been arrested for a 13-year-old. So his first call in, he called in New Jersey. They called New Jersey police on a kid who he disagreed on in Minecraft.
Jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, they broke down his door and stuff.
What exactly did they disagree with?
I don't know.
It was probably because when
You pushed him in lava.
the kid wanted to make the house out of cobble, and the other wanted to make it out of wood.
Yeah.
That was the argument.
Yeah.
Yes.
Push your mic a little bit away, please. Or close.
Yeah.
There you go. The next day, he called it on his school teacher. So,
Whoa.
yeah.
Because
some
she gave him enough.
it was a he.
He gave him enough
Okay. And then I think that same day, he called it on his female classmate.
because he got rejected.
Yes.
Legit reasons.
Yeah, so he's...
Where are his parents during this?
I don't know. They're not releasing too much because
Oh
he
my
is
God.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, because he's 13, he's probably going to face little to no jail time. So,
Well, I would still say no jail time.
yeah.
I mean,
But
he is a little kid.
I don't know. But he, I guess he lives in California, and there's a law that, and there's a law for California that if you can't face the jail time, you still have to pay all the fines for it. So,
Yeah, because
just the New Jersey thing alone is starting at $10,000, starting. So that's like paying for everyone and like all the damages and stuff. But an old incident, like a few months back, the one incident cost $100,000.
I know it like
But-
literally costs a lot just to call or
Yeah.
if you're calling 911 just to call that line, it does cost.
I think just riding an ambulance
Yeah.
to the hospital costs a lot.
that costs.
That's a lot. Like, if you're gonna die,
I rather
walk to the hospital,
I'd rather take a bus.
But
right?
but like because he did that will stay with him for the rest of his life.
Well, no, and
Right.
when he turns 18, that his record gets locked, so it doesn't really do much. So,
His record.
yeah, when you turn 18, if you have any felonies or crimes and stuff,
Like, it's like wiped. You mean?
it's not wipe. Well, yeah, I guess in theory,
It's not considered.
You can never if you're employment, if you're trying to look for employment, they cannot go back to your record
okay.
unless they get a court order.
Okay.
So that's the only thing, is it gets locked.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, so swatting, bad. There was a few, like an incident once that like a swatting, like they swatted a house and the guy thought it was an invader and took his gun out and was defending himself and shot a cop. He didn't die. He just got injured. So that is the thing. But it's just a matter of time before it gets escalated.
Yeah.
So
That like I can understand, but yeah.
But
How do you? Never mind. I don't think we want to touch that.
there's ways. I mean,
Well, I mean, how do you convince the person? I guess you call 911. How do you convince the person on the phone?
So they don't route it back you to. Apparently, the 13-year-old had like this special calling box thing that allows you to call, route your number around.
How did he even have access to that?
Apparently, it's a little box you plug in.
His dad was
Technology.
His dad was in the military.
Oh, jeez.
Was it? Is that the official story?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I made it up.
Okay.
How does he even know about that?
I think for everyone's sake, we should not have it investigated.
Yeah,
just
that's just
how to make napalm.
Yeah. How to make a bomb.
that's scary,
Have you ever heard of the anarchist cookbook?
No.
This is like fabled cookbook that you can make all sorts of stuff like
it's a book or
like
something
Bernie
like
from Rooster Teeth. He was making like napalm on his stove.
Oh wow.
Why?
He was a kid. He was stupid. He admits it now.
Oh yeah,
Or maybe
I remember
there was an anime
part.
adventure or something
Yeah, I
about
remember
that.
little part.
Yeah. So yeah, in other news, YouTube has declared war on Twitch in a sense.
I heard something about that.
It's basically, Twitch isn't known for streaming and stuff, and
Right.
YouTube has had the streaming feature. It kind of sucks, and no one uses it, but they're trying to improve it so people can now, use it and stuff. And they're starting to talk about a little bit, like if you subscribe on Twitch, you pay a little bit of money, and part of it goes to the people who are streaming, so it helps the people. So they're kind of talking about that too. I'm good and bad about that, because one thing I always try to tell people, subscribe to us on YouTube is, and Necro admitted, thought this way too, is like you had to pay to subscribe to anyone on YouTube when it's free.
Yeah.
Which I do like that, because you just get an update. It's not that. So there has to be like a little bit of change, because I think it could be a little bit confusing. Yeah. There is a thing on YouTube where it's called like a tip jar kind of thing. If you really like someone, we don't really promote it because I haven't really looked into it too much, and I haven't had time. But anyway, improvements on YouTube I'm all for, until they mess everything up and our videos get messed up as well. Then I get angry. Surfer get angry.
Surfer angry.
So there's also been a story. So games have been getting more and more cross-platform involved. One of them, there's a game that's going to be like, if you play on the Xbox One, you can play with people that are playing on the PC, like in the same match. You don't have to have...
Really?
Yeah, so you don't have to play only with just PC or only just Xbox One. It'll be cross-platform and stuff. Yeah. But at the same time, it kind of brings up... Microsoft did say like they're gonna, in the next like OS update, they're gonna kind of
with the Windows 10, and
they're gonna make gaming on PC a little bit better. But at the same time, it kind of brings up the question: do PC players have to now pay for gold? And they said no, which kind of makes the console players upset, because they're like, well, wait, we're paying for all this. What does that mean? Because they're basically in the same thing but for free.
Yeah.
So
and then where's the company saying, no comment? Because they don't know how to answer that, or
I mean, there is quite a bit difference going from console to PC. Like, there's services and stuff that they provide on the console that PC don't get. You just have to get you have to go out and find it wherever.
Yeah.
Like tech support and such. But yeah, PC, like it has to be free on PC. It's been that way since the beginning. It has to continue that way.
But does the PC version, does it have all the games, or do the consoles have more games? Like what's like the main difference, or is there a difference at all?
Well, what do you mean more games? Because right now, like PC is dwarf both any console right now.
Like, do you get the like the same amount of content for the PC version than you do with the console?
You mean like
yes and no?
Well,
yes and no.
do you mean
because
like,
for PC you can mod most of the time?
Well, yeah, there's like modding. You get, that's the part that I like right now, is because you can play like for Skyrim. So people are playing Skyrim because they keep adding mods. Mm-hmm. I mean, still playing Minecraft after like 5 years, because we've been constantly add mods to make it new.
Right.
Yeah.
But in terms, are you just talking about let's not say mods or new maps and stuff?
Well, just because like
games.
They were saying that you're gonna get gold for free on like the computer, but you have to pay for the console. So what's like the main difference? Like, why do you have to pay for the console and not for?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like like all the network stuff. There, like the servers and stuff. For PC developers have to provide the servers for PC.
Right.
Gaming consoles.
Yeah, for Xbox, let's just stick with Xbox, because the story's about Xbox. Let's just say Xbox pays for all the servers, so it's like you don't have to pay for servers, but you're sharing it with everyone else. So if, let's just say Call of Duty comes out and your game is a little bit more less priority, your service for that game that you're making might suck during that time.
Okay, yeah.
It is just that way, and that's why you keep saying like like our servers are currently down or something.
Yeah.
You never see that on PC, because PC, or like when you see like hackers hack Xbox or PlayStation, you never see that for the PC. Why? Because it's everyone. You have to just hack a single game one by one until you control them all.
Yeah.
So that's why PC is better. I mean, you do have to pay a little bit more for stuff.
But I don't agree with the cross console playability, like when it involves PC, because with PC, like other players could hack them or something, hack the game.
Yes and
get
no.
more advantageous.
You start when there's security and stuff for that, and then also when you start racking up a certain amount of kills and get really good, you start drawing attention to yourself. So as soon as you start using it, you get caught, and then they're starting to implement security now to not just ban IP gamer tags or something, but ban IP addresses. So you kind of need to go to like a new house in order to do it again. So it's not really.
I'll come to yours.
No.
And then to Necros.
No. No, because we need that for recording.
Yeah.
Speaking. But yeah. For right now, it's good. If anything, I see consoles going away and becoming just more of a streaming platform. So it doesn't really matter what you get. It's just you're just connected to a TV and connect a controller, and then it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say like one more console generation, and then after that, it's mostly gonna be streaming.
Yep.
And that's basically it.
No more discs.
No, I'm done with discs. I don't use them anymore.
I am now going digital now.
Yeah. Because I mean, for $100, you could buy a 3 terabyte drive.
Yeah.
And games. I mean, there's an article I didn't include, but like Star Citizen, like when it's gonna be done, it's gonna be over like 100 gigs.
Right.
Really?
But that's all because of it's gonna be like 8K or 4K textures and stuff, and like uncompressed audio. And Timefall was like similar like that. It was like something ridiculous back in the day, because it was uncompressed audio. But over time, it kind of whittled down a little bit. They started compressing a few things. I mean, did it make a difference? We'll never know. It was uncompressed audio, but yeah.
I mean, but how? I think already a game at 1080p is perfect.
Yeah, that's the problem with 4K and up is after 1080p, the eye cannot get any more.
Exactly.
Tell it, but I did see when I went to the studio, they showed like a 4K video on the 4K TV. Mm-hmm. It was quite a bit sharper. I will admit that.
It is.
Do
you want to see it like that though?
Yeah.
You do?
It's good. I mean, the TVs now are like ridiculous amounts now. So maybe a few years from now, maybe. But for right now, for like Star Citizen, they're future proofing. There's very little 4K TVs, let alone 8K. Like the Olympics, like in Japan or something, they're all footage filmed in 8K. Nothing can show 8K right now, but they're going to future proof kind of thing. But yeah. And then last note that I had to include because I knew Gage would kill me or Necro.
Who?
Yeah, who? Necro would kill me if I did not include it, but
of course.
But Bethesda, this coming E3, is going to have their own panel.
Yes.
So like Xbox and Sony, they have like their own panels. Or Ubisoft, they're gonna have like their own panel.
Yes.
So a lot of people are speculating Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
Yeah, when I heard
also one of the Destiny something engineers left.
Yeah.
To join Bethesda.
Yeah, the level designer or something.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah,
something.
Which is kind of not good for Destiny because everyone's kind of leaving. The lead writer left after the game launched, and
this guy,
and then other people, and then music.
Bad choices. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, you were telling me, we'll get into it a little bit because we did have to go back to that one article, which, I'm gonna save that article, that one thing. Discussion for next time because we're kind of going over a lot already and we're kind of running out of time. Okay. But when I knew when Necro read that article I sent him because he like busted in through my wall like Kool-Aid Man, going, "Oh yeah!" Then I think everyone will hear his shriek when it gets announced at E3.
You're gonna hear it.
But at the same time, they also have other products like what was it? Elder Scrolls. There's also that.
Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah.
But they also did the online version just recently. So
they've been doing too much of like the Elder Scrolls. Like they haven't, because they did Oblivion, and then they did, I think it was
Well, they came.
Yeah.
Well,
It was Oblivion first, then it was Fallout 3, then they did Fallout New Vegas, then they did.
but that was another
Skyrim.
studio.
Oh yeah, that was another studio.
But they kind of helped a little bit. But they pretty much redesigned their engine for Skyrim.
Right.
And then they did Elder Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls Online. So now there has to be a Fallout 4. There just
Or
has
a
to
new
be.
product.
Oh, a new what?
Or a new product.
Oh,
New
there has
IP?
to be Fallout. It just has to be.
Okay, yeah, the Fallout world and stuff is interesting, and I like the scavenging. I do admit I'm addicted to scavenging, kind of looking for good stuff out of all the trash. But
And like
the story's
new-
crap.
yeah,
I'm
like-
sorry, but the story's crap.
What?
Yeah, the story of like finding your dad was weak.
I just want a new Bioshock.
Yeah.
That's actually good.
That's a
What
different.
about Fallout New Vegas?
That's a different
Did you
company.
I
play
know.
that?
I just want a new Bioshock.
Did you ever play Infinite?
No.
Well, there you go. New Bioshock. Christmas.
Didn't look good.
What about
No, it
Fallout?
was pretty good. Well, you were probably looking at the 360 version. I think I bought it for the PC during Steam still. So we'll talk.
Did you play Fallout New Vegas?
No.
No.
But I seen like videos of it.
Merry Christmas.
Buy that, please.
Well, no, I did play it.
You did play it.
I played the beginning. Set up your character.
What
from
did you
it.
think of that story? Was it a little better than the third?
Well, I walked out and then I did the first mission, and then it was recording time for podcasts, and then I turned it off and never went back.
Ah, okay.
So it was
Go
like,
back, play it.
nah.
No, not nah. Play it.
I'm busy running a company. I'm sorry. Not it's Podcade. Woo.
Podcade.
Anyway, so wait, so E3 is like June, isn't it? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is April. So we'll have at least one more podcast before then if we didn't start doing weekly podcasts. So, yeah, we'll get into E3. We're going to do like a week coverage of it somehow. We'll talk about that later. But for right now, I am Surfer Dude.
I'm Necrothine.
Mr. Loves.
And this has been another episode of Podcade Podcast here on Podcade.com. Be sure to subscribe. Like us on iTunes. Whenever I get around to getting this on iTunes, it should be on iTunes by now. But yeah, subscribe on all our social media. Like us, help us out. We need all the help we can get right now. So see ya.
Now tell us that story. That spooky story.